Hey guys, I'm Robert. There is one workflow I've been wanting to share. It all comes down to one shortcut on my phone. Let me show you how I use this. Hey, I want to draft a quick film review. I just finished watching The Ice Tower and thought it was brilliant. The cinematography was amazing and the whole atmosphere was very dreamlike. It's sort of a film within a film, but told through the eyes of this little girl who also gives a great performance. I'm dictating with Super Whisper keyboard. I stop, I click done, and that's it. I use Letterboxd to track films I watch, and I always try to write a few words about what I felt or thought. The problem is I'm not very good at expressing myself about cinema, so I use this to help me organize my thoughts and get better at it. A bit later, I open Bear, and I've got a draft waiting. And take a look. It's not just my original thoughts cleaned up. The AI went online, it researched the film, and gave me different perspectives I could use to expand or consider incorporating in my review. Since I'm in Bear, I want to show you something else. A lot of times, my head is overflowing with ideas I want to turn into videos, so I'll open a note and dictate a long stream of consciousness. This note, for example, is literally this video you're watching. I open the same shortcut mapped to my action button. Hey, I need you to tell the YouTube scripts action to look in my active notes. In there, I've got a note with the title Video Idea. I needed to turn that into an outline and save it as a new note. By the way, this is a separate request. Read the contents of my inbox note in there. And for every actionable item, make a new task in my craft inbox. I don't have to wait around. I can just put my phone away and let me show you what's happening on my computer. My request comes in and gets routed to an alter action. That action reads the note, follows my requirements for how I want my outlines created, then saves the output as a new bare note. I can also see the other task running here. Throughout the day, I dump links, ideas, and pending to-dos into my inbox note in Bear. AI can organize this and turn the actionable stuff into tasks in Craft that I can later review and manage on my desktop or phone. My computer is next to me right now, but it could be on the other side of the world. The bigger idea here is that most AI apps on your phone are limited on how far they can go. Having a way to send remote requests, offload the work to your desktop, and get the result back wherever you are opens up a lot of possibilities. The bridge between my phone and computer in this case is a $5 app called Hyperduck. It sends URLs via iCloud, so you don't need to mess with any complicated setup or port forwarding. The URL gets received on your desktop and opened immediately. The cool thing is that it doesn't only open websites, it can also run shortcuts remotely. I got this shortcut I'm sharing in the description. When triggered on my phone, it asks for an input. But when triggered on Mac, it runs a shell command that keeps your computer awake for 300 seconds. 5 minutes is usually enough for me, but you may want to adjust it. After it wakes your Mac, it grabs the request and triggers an alter action using alter's URL scheme. Here, the alter action is my remote entry point. With alter, you can create actions or presets with different instructions, context, tools, and modules. It's a way for you to build separate agents for specific tasks. But what allows me to use alter like I just showed you is that there's a tool that can run other alter actions. So I keep a simple helper action as the entry point, and that helper routes the request to a more specific action when needed. The output doesn't have to be a note. The result could be triggering another shortcut, an automation, doing something with files, dealing with tasks, or whatever. Another thing is that some of my requests don't even need other actions. The main helper can handle them on its own. For example, if I see an interesting YouTube video, instead of watching it right away, I will share the link to that same shortcut. If my alter action receives a YouTube link without any other instructions, it extracts the transcript, makes a summary, pulls out key points with timestamps, and creates a note. A bit later, I can check that out and decide if it's worth my time to watch the full video. Now, there are a couple of limitations. First, this isn't a back and forth remote chat. You are basically sending a request into space. You can kind of fake the chat part with a note-taking app, leave your message in a note, let the AI read, reply, or do something with the content, and it's like you got this. AI pen pal. Overall, I think this is great for those moments where you want to trigger a specific automation remotely without pulling yourself out of whatever you are doing. Second, your Mac needs to receive the Hyperduck link. I personally like to leave my Mac sleeping but available for network access. So once in a while, iCloud will sync and this will trigger. If your Mac is fully off or you are logged out, nothing runs until it comes back online. Third, this depends on what you ask Alter to do and how you have set up your action instructions. I suggest you run some tests because if a tool fails or your instruction is not clear enough, you might not get the results you want and you may not be in front of your computer to do anything about it. Maybe at some point we will have an official Alter app that can do this on your phone, but for now, I am using this all the time. It's super useful. I also got a separate method to do the same, but dictating on my watch using Super Whisper and Macro Whisper to handle the transcription and trigger Alter back on my desktop. But that's content for another video. I wanted to give you this simple option first. If you want to check out Alter, use my code AFT for 10% off. Remember, you can sign up to my newsletter for more updates. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon.